Morning everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into CHILIZ video. Once again, thank you for all your support and your continued support across the channel, across the Telegram group there, across the videos and the entire space. And thank you once again for all the really nice comments. I'm glad that it's helping people and it's teaching people and giving them skill sets. That's great. It's really good. Not just helping people make money and make decisions and stuff like that. It's all good. Obviously, what I put and what I say in this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only, and that is the truth of the fact. I just say what I see, and it doesn't always play out. I was hoping that we would get a full retracement here. I was pretty adamant on us getting a full retracement. When we broke out of this descending triangle, we looked golden. We come back up, we started to get above the EMAs. We formed a little bullish cross there. I'm sure we did. We formed a little bullish cross there. It was looking good, but then we broke down, and that was the signal. To be fair, I was fully transparent with you, and I kept saying to you, I don't like the bearish cross, and you can see the bearish cross has pushed us down, and obviously the anomaly of Bitcoin dragging us down as well, which is always a kick in the tooth, isn't it? So unfortunately, yeah, Bitcoin's dragged us down and we are correcting. So at the moment, this retracement is out the window, in my opinion. So I'm going to get rid of that right now, as not to confuse the chart. So we are going to obviously be targeting key support areas as we fall down, and we do have that area down there, which is the very drastic low that I predict that will be for CHILIZ. If it was to break down any more, I would expect it would not fall any lower than that. So that's our rock bottom there for CHILIZ, and I do imagine if it was to break down to that level, there'd be a massive amount of buy pressure there. You would see a lot of buy pressure stepping, because what you've got is this consolidation range there. Okay, you've got none there, because that's how much CHILIZ went up. Then you've consolidated here, and potentially if you start to lose all these levels, you are looking at that there. But I'm not saying it will happen, okay? I'm just saying it's a low base level of support that, I would see as a last level of support for CHILIZ, where there would be an enormous bounce there, okay? And a great opportunity if it did fall down there. What a great opportunity. So, full transparency, I did say that I'm out if I lose this area here. And obviously we've closed below this area now, and it is forming something to me that looks like a continuation pattern, okay? Because obviously when you go up, okay, let me see if I can find an example. That's pretty much an example. Look, you've gone up here, okay, and you form this sort of bull pennant type pattern here, where you go up, you hit a peak, and you start trading in this kind of triangle, okay, and getting closer and closer to the apex, and then you pop out. So it's a continuation pattern, okay. So you come up into it, trade down, trade up, and you resistance, support, boom, pop out, okay, and you have that target, okay, and your target is the same as the flagpole. So you can see effectively that is one massive flagpole. But what it did, it actually got there, but it hit a level of consolidation in the middle, okay, which is healthy. But anyway, aside from that, you have things called bull pennants, okay, and this to me looks very much like a bull pennant, unless we can break out the structure right now. This to me looks like a bear pennant, okay, and this is again just a continuation trend, okay. It's just you're coming down into it like you did the bull pennant. It's not as big, it's not as drastic as that one you've just seen there, okay, but it is a triangular formation that's forming a level of resistance, okay, and a level of support, and you are trading inside of it in a range, okay. And usually they do break down, not all the time. They can obviously pop out, but they're usually a continuation trend, and you do have a target for those, and that's where you start to sort of go along and start forming a cascade of selling to the actual target, which is there, okay. So when you break out of it, which would be at any point along this triangle here like that, if you was to break down towards the apex, then you would be looking at that further correction for CHILIZ down to this level of support which you've already wicked down to. So effectively that is why I'm at, given that pattern, given the fact that you are in a downtrend on the 4 hourly, you've got the bearish cross there, you've got this level of resistance that you can't get back up against. We do seem to be falling down, and you can't get away from that fact. So effectively, until I see a recovery where we get back above the EMAs, we start to march on, we get the bullish cross, until that time comes, I would be sitting on the sidelines with CHILIZ personally. That's just me, not financial advice, okay, because I don't want you to sort of jump out the ship now and it take off and you're like, oh my god, do you know what I mean? I don't want that responsibility. That's why I never give financial advice on this channel. All I do is give educational and entertainment purposes only, and just say what I see basically. So unfortunately we didn't make that recovery, that's out the window at the moment, until we find a really solid base. So what we do on this, as you're falling, okay, from an impulsive wave, this is called a corrective wave. So I'm going to teach you again. I'm going to drop these levels of support out now, because at the moment it's just, this is your support base, okay, and they're redundant at the moment. This is a new level of support, okay, that we're targeting. which is 041 for CHILIZ. So yeah, unfortunately you can't get away from the fact that we are breaking down and we are in a downtrend on the 4 hourly. Hopefully we find some support at the moment, but at the moment you've got the bear flag, the bear pennant, which is a bullish bearish continuation pattern there, right? Okay, so I have seen these form and then break up. Okay, just want to clarify that with you. You know, it's not always a fact that it's going to break down. It's the same when you get the bull pennants. It goes up, oh yeah, we're going to continue, and then it breaks down. It can happen. Okay, you've got the anomaly, any anomalies, but again, you could have been trading like that and you look like you're going to break up and then Bitcoin collapses and you've gone down. So that's what you've got against you all the time, that Bitcoin anomaly. So effectively what we've got here, and I'm going to teach you this, what you do, always zoom out. Okay, always zoom out. So at the moment we're on the 4 hourly. What we're going to do is jump to the daily. So on the daily, you can see that what you've done is you've collapsed under the 20 EMA on the daily time frame there. So you come down, you come down, come down, come down. You were getting a bounce off it there, beautiful, yay, full recovery. We broke out that descending triangle, yay, but no, collapsed. Okay, you got rejected because there was no buying pressure in it. There's no volume. That's what we're waiting for, the bulls to step in to save it, to march us on. But what you've got to realise is, look at these impulsive waves. Okay, these are called impulsive waves. When they go up, come back down. Impulsive wave, corrective wave, impulsive wave, corrective wave, impulsive wave, corrective wave. You've had 3 massive impulsive waves here. We've had 1 corrective, 1, 2, 3 massive impulsive waves. That in itself is like, whoa, yeah, you do need to calm down, you do need to consolidate, you do need to go sideways, let these EMAs creep up and catch up with you. And you know, one of the best case scenarios right here right now is that you don't fall to this level, the 024, and all you do is you fall through this level of support, which could happen because when you start to form these bear flags, okay, it's a cascade of selling, because usually across the markets, in my years of experience as crypto, in the crypto space here, you see an 8% correction, okay, and then it looks like it's fighting back, and then you see another 8% correction, and it looks like it's fighting back, and you see another 8%, and it leads to a 20% plus correction, okay. Not financial advice, and it may not happen, we may get the recovery here, but from my experience that happens, and that would actually bring you down to this 55 EMA, okay, and get a retest off this 55 EMA, which actually, believe it or not, on the daily time frame, getting a retest off the 55 is golden, okay, and you do want that, because look what happens down there. You've gone up, you had that correction, you fall through, okay, it looks bad. What you're doing is getting that retesting of 55, refueling them rocket ships, okay, before you march on, before you get like sort of level of consolidation, readjust, refuel these rocket ships and march onwards and upwards. And at the moment, looking at the daily, just look at the daily, okay, you've got the bullish cross just there, you're in an uptrend, you're in a massive uptrend on the daily time frame for CHILIZ. So that's why I do want to reassure you, because what you are looking at is something like that. You've gone up, you're just going sideways, refuel, bit of sideways action, boring, I know, just to readjust, refuel the rocket ships before you march on again to them targets that we do have up there in the channel there of $1.90 and $5 this bull run, because you are in a bull run, okay. So I just want to reassure you of that. Okay, I know people get caught with the current time frame, it's going to the oblivion and all that, but just zoom out, okay? Always zoom out, always zoom out. I can't express to you, always zoom out. So when you're looking at that now on the daily time frame, that doesn't look bad, does it? It looks relatively healthy. You've gone up, you're doing something like that, you're going up, consolidating, going up, consolidating, going up, consolidating, going up, consolidating. So what you do on the daily time frame, this is a really good technique, okay? You know how we've dropped the Fibonacci, okay, from the top to the bottom, and it's showing you the retracement where you was retracing back to the previous high. Well, you can do it in another way, where you do it where you're falling back to a previous impulsive wave. So you know that this here was an impulsive wave, okay, went up, impulsive, corrective, okay, now we've gone up and we've gone impulsive again, and now we're doing a corrective wave, except this corrective wave is longer and more drawn out than these. You're hitting a level of consolidation, okay, which we spoke about in the channel. Perfectly healthy, honestly perfectly healthy, and it's good to see, to be fair, because this was very overextended, okay. So what you're looking at now is you drop your Fibonacci from the bottom of this impulsive wave, okay, so you've got that impulsive wave and you drop it to the top like that, okay. So what we do like that, and what you do, you can see, let me take this line out for you so you can see a bit better, okay. I'll take that out as well. So at the moment, what you've got, get rid of that bear flag as well. So this is a daily time frame as well. Always remember to zoom out on the daily time frame, because you'll get a level of reassurance. People are zoomed in too much. Okay, so you've basically got the impulsive wave, which was down sorry, that's the extension. Ignore that bottom bit, that's an extension. Okay, so you got the corrective wave on that impulsive wave. It hit that level there and it went up. Okay, it went up, and you've got the impulsive wave and it topped out. And what you're doing now, you're correcting. Okay, you're correcting back towards the impulsive wave bottom. So what you're doing, you're falling through these fib levels, and as you can see, you've been falling on these levels as support, and that's what it works. These now act as levels of support, act as levels of resistance on the way up, act as level of support on the way down. So you can see you've gone up, you're coming down, and you've bounced around this 0.382 for a while. You had one test, tried to make a recovery, hit your head on the 0.236, got rejected, come back down, and then you fell through the 0.382, right? And we've hovered around this 0.5 for a very long time. And I did say to you that acts as a major level on the way up of resistance, and it also acts as a major level of support on the way down. But once you start to lose that level of support on the way down, when you're correcting, if you lose it, you are looking at further corrections down to the 0.618. You lose that as the golden ratio. Okay, the golden ratio, if you can get a bounce off there, okay, that's golden. Because if you see us come down here and get a bounce off that, get back above, okay, this 20 EMA and bounce off it and recover, you've got a recovery off of 0.618, which is a golden ratio. That is basically golden for the continuation to retrace. Okay, so that's something that you do need to keep an eye on. Okay, I did tell you I'll be fully transparent with you in this channel. So 0.40120 is an absolute golden base at the moment for CHILIZ. If we can get a bounce off that, golden. If not, you're going to start looking at further corrections, because you can see what's happening here at the moment. Okay, for CHILIZ, you're actually coming up, you've broke down, you've not even touched the 0.618 at the moment. You had a little bounce just below it, just above it, and you've come up and you've hit your head again on the 0.5, because the 0.5 is now acting as resistance. Okay, do you see that? You're hitting your head, you can't get through it. The EMA is coming down. Okay, this EMA is coming down. This now acts as a level of resistance as well, and you're going to get caught between there. Now, if this comes down like this, and you can keep bouncing off of 0.618 a few times, okay, keep an eye on it. If you get a couple of daily bounces off that, then you're looking really, really good for a full recovery there on CHILIZ. Failing that, if you do lose that and you break through it, you are looking at that 55 EMA retest. And obviously, if you get through that, then you're looking at the swing low there, down at that level there. And that's basically CHILIZ. I hope I've answered a few questions for you there. Do keep an eye on them fib levels as support, okay, and resistance. So that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed the video. For the update on CHILIZ, it's not going to zero. Okay, so a lot of people going to zero. It's looking golden for a recovery. Keep an eye on the 0.618. Okay, it's just hit a long level of consolidation, retesting levels of support. Stay strong, stay healthy. Okay, we're in a bull market. Catch you soon.